And we say good morning to you. We are broadcasting live. It's been a couple of days. We're back and ready to go. We say good morning to you. Thank you for being with us wherever you are. We're right here at Chick fil A in Elizabethton. Again, there's a boil effect going on with the water here. So all they are serving till they are bottled water and orange juice and the milkshake machine's fixed. So you can get that. Anything that involves water with tea not happening today, and that's totally understandable. So anyway, we're here. Got lots going on. Andrew Lewis going to join us coming up. We're going to be joined by Sean Whitten, head football coach. It's game day. We've been moved to today. We'll go on there at 5:20, kickoff at 6 o'clock. They moved the game from Sullivan East because right over there is a busy place, an evacuation center, a.k.a. Elizabethton High School. For those of you out of town, we got a lot of out-of-towners watching. Our schools are closed here in Elizabethton and Carter County through, well, the county schools closed on Monday. The city schools are closed until Wednesday, although if I was going to guess, I would say they'll go ahead and close the rest of the week because next week's fall break. So I would, and that's just purely me, but so to make it official, and not speculate, Tom, to make it official, we're closed through Wednesday, the city schools, and so our high schools become a evacuation center. And so there are people there that have lost everything, and so they're there trying to put their life back together and piece it best they can. So whatever we do today, I promise you will pale to what people are going through. We have Tennessee Emergency Management Association has said we have about 102, 103 people unaccounted for in our region right now. So if we don't have water at Chick-fil-A, it's okay. So, because if you got to boil the water, that's the only thing going on, that's okay. So we'll give you the verse today, coming up here in just a few minutes. We were sitting here. I was going to set, didn't think it was going to be washed out, but we're washed out again today, and that's okay too. Given everything okay. There's a glare on the screen. Okay, it's all right. Here's Faith Hill, National Anthem, Tom Taylor Sports Show. Then she's here. And as she said, in all her pageantry and glory, and that would be correct, Miss Lewis is in the house. She joins us from Northeast Community Credit Union, which are doing great things to help our community. A lot of folks are. We'll tell you where you can drop things off because the biggest need right now, I think, would be water. So, and we will do that. We'll let her tell you where you can help out here. And we'll do that after Faith Hill and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars
Sports, the Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5 Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
She does. She said, I look like a halo. I said, oh, yeah, there's no question. So, just going to start calling her Hay or Low. Which one you want me to call it? Halo?
Whichever one. I've got several names. We'll add to it.
That's it. Oh, I'm sure you have several names. So, oh, yes. Hello, Vicki. Hello, Linda Pierce up in Ohio. So, again, this show's kind of whatever. It is what it is. With heavy hearts who do this show, I mean, we got people out there that don't know, they can't find their loved ones. They've lost everything. So I'm worried about there's a glare on the window, and I'm thinking, how selfish of me. So there's people out there really, 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 really hurting. And so the supplies and relief is pouring in here. In fact, it's reached the point now where they're telling people, to, everybody wants to help, and I understand that. And they understand that, but they're saying, just let us do our job, the people that are paid to do that. And so, but we're looking, I know the biggest thing we need are the obvious cleaning supplies and bleach, and of course bottled water is a necessity. We're in a boil effect here because the water is what it is right now in Elizabethton. So when you come here today, just heard a guy out there grouching. It's like, I want to go up here and just knock him out. It's like, dude, okay, there's people that have lost everything and you're complaining because you can't get tea? Come on. So anything that's got water based here, coffee, soft drinks, tea, I'm not going to be able to get it today, but they do have bottled water, and they have OJ, orange juice, and the milkshake machine's back, which means the banana pudding milkshake is here, and it's good. Hello, Paula Manning. Hello, Vicki Campbell. How you doing, dear? Thank you. Your husband gave me this neck. Look at this thing. Pull that down on my arm, would you please?
What's that?
The big one. One's got two.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, how many more you got?
Oh, that one right.
That one?
Just take your big old fingers and rip down through there.
Lord have.
There you go.
That's pretty.
Is
there
that
we
not
go.
pretty? That is, her hubby came by and gave that to me last week.
That is very nice.
One's got the crosses on it. Wouldn't give $1 million for that. Thank you, sir. Hello, Brianna Duggar. Hello to Linda Pierce in Ohio. Hello to Terry Moore in Johnson City. There'll be others popping up. Thank you so much for watching. So anyway, for those of you that don't know what's going on, we got hit with Helene here, and worst case scenario probably. The magnitude's unbelievable what's going on here, the damage. Here in Elizabethton, right up the street here in Hampton, for those out-of-towners, Hampton's what, from here, 2-3 miles, maybe, tops?
Yeah, it's roughly 10-minute drive,
Yeah.
10, 12.
Then you go to Irwin, which is that direction about 30 minutes, and you got the interstates washed out. So they're just now starting to be able to get back into these hollows where all these mobile homes and homes are to assess. They're going door to door, rescue and recovery. The water's receded, but the heartbreak hasn't. So anyway, so we're going to do a show. We're going to try and make it as informative as possible, but we're doing it with heavy hearts because there's people out there who have literally lost everything. I mean, you had homes floating down the river, cars, RVs, you name it. Loss of life. I mean, there's people lost livestock. I know there's a couple of videos where folks that had horses, couldn't get them out, lost horses, lost pets. So, it is what it is, and so, but we got a truck on, and that's what we're trying to do, and to make a good thing out of a tough situation. Let me give you the verse of the day. She's got lots to talk about here. By the way, the Readers are Winners school is out here in Elizabethton City Schools for the next 3 days. So our tour of schools, which is supposed to start today, excuse me, obviously is not going to start because school's out. So here we go. Here's the verse of the day. Psalms 18:6. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple, he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. How about that? Thought about this yesterday. I remember hearing a sermon by the late Charles Stanley. We don't even know how much he's protected us. We know what we've gone through, but he has went behind us with these angels and protected us, and we don't even know what he spared us from. So we assume, how bad it is, but we really don't know how bad it could be. But he heard our prayers, and so he has interceded for us, and so I look at it that way too. So when people ask me how I'm doing, I'm okay. So whatever I'm going through, I'm not going to share because there's people out there in a whole lot worse shape. So having said that, we're going to do a show. We got birthdays today. By the way, were you a fan of Chris Christopherson? He passed away yesterday.
Yeah.
Why me, Lord? What did I ever do that I got to work with you? Isn't that how?
It's just bad news over there. Yesterday I was like, no way.
Did you hear my song? Did you hear what I was just saying?
Yes, why me or
Why me,
you?
Lord? That was his big hit. Why me, Lord?
Yes.
What did I ever do to get stuck working with you?
You did a wonderful rendition.
I just couldn't let that go. Sorry. So anyway, he passed away yesterday, and it was funny because I read some of his bio. His parents said, it's kind of like Sam Elliott. I read the same thing about his. His dad said, "You'll never make it in Hollywood. You're wasting your time." He wanted to be a park ranger, Sam Elliott. Chris Christopherson's parents said, "You'll never make it. Don't chase your dreams. Come back and get a regular job." Rest is history. Passed away yesterday, I think at the age of
88.
88. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Marty Stewart, birthday today, 66. Do you ever watch the show Wings? Remember, because you look a little bit like her. Crystal Bernard, you ever looked her up? You look a little bit like her. She's 63 today. Eddie Montgomery from Montgomery Gentry having a birthday, 61. Remember Fran Drescher, the nanny? Hi. Talked through her nose, just drove me nuts.
Oh, the show that would come on like during the day.
I don't know.
Fran.
Yeah, she was like the nanny. She was the nanny.
Yeah.
And she
like
talked
a New Jersey accent,
that's
kind
it.
of.
Joyce and stuff like
Yes,
this. Yeah.
yes.
She's having a birthday today.
Okay.
She's 67. And then the ladies who's on every Hallmark movie known to man, the brown-haired girl named Lacey Chabert, Chabert, birthday girl, she's 42. So there you go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday today on the 30th. Can you believe tomorrow's October the 1st?
No, I can't.
Can you believe today, the countdown to Christmas today?
No, I don't want to.
You don't want to know? 85 days.
Wow.
Wow.
Not
So,
even thinking about
no.
it.
And what you got me last year was very appropriate. The color was nice, the size was nice. So if you want to give me the same thing this year, you can. It was very thoughtful. So there you go. So she looked at me like, "What are you smoking? I didn't get you anything for Christmas last year." I said, "Yeah, I know that. Just trying to."
I'm giving the eyes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm feeling the eyes. Just trying to lighten the mood. Readers are winners. For those out there who don't know, our kids, they're going to be off for 3 days. They get a chance really to jump in there and read in their spare time at home, which is what we hope what they're doing, because we're going to celebrate and reward youngsters when they come back after fall break with the Readers are Winners. Tell them what's going on.
Yes,
Please.
so Readers are Winners is coming up. In the first 9 weeks, we're going to give out water bottles. Second 9 weeks, we're going to give out T-shirts. Third 9 weeks, it's going to be stickers. And then the fourth will be hats, I believe. And then we'll have backpacks to wrap that up at the end of the school year in 2025. So we're just really excited to be sponsors of that. The credit union is just on board, and Tom does an amazing job. And then we've got tour schools coming up, so that's been postponed like you had mentioned earlier, but we'll get back to that after a fall break and hit the ground running.
Absolutely. So what the kids do, they take their logs home and let their parents or guardians, whoever they live with, sign off on it. They come bring it back to school, and the teachers accumulate the minutes. So the top 5 at each school, elementary school here in Elizabethton, which would be East Side, West Side, and Harold McCormick, The top 5 students in each class, K through 5, at the end of the first 9 weeks, will be rewarded, in this case, T-shirts. Readers are winners, thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union and us here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. And so we'll pass out T-shirts. Then they'll wipe the slate clean, start over the second 9 weeks, which will end right before Christmas break. And, of course, all this may be staggered now, given the fact they're out of school for some days that weren't projected to be happening. These aren't snow days. These are, I don't know what you'd call them, but these are flood days, but for whatever reason. So it may be altered, but when they finish the second 9 weeks, then we'll turn right around and do it again before the Christmas break. And we'll do it a couple of more times in the spring. The whole point is to promote reading. And so when she gets ready to leave here in a minute, we will play the promo and let you all hear it and see what we're talking about. So we appreciate Northeast Community Credit Union, starting at the top with the one, the only. Your CEO is?
Teresa Arnold.
There you go. And Kathy Campbell and David Laveau and Big Wes and Goldie, and I'm going to leave all kinds of people out. Whitney Blevins run the Oakland Avenue branch. Andrea Lewis, Ashley Rader, it goes on and on. Great people to work with. And so they came on board. This is our second year at promoting reading. So what's happened now is the kids won last year. I run into them all the time. Mr. Tom, I'm going to get another T-shirt this year because I got one last year. Then I had a little guy come up to me here last week, and I was in there eating before church, and he said, I didn't get a T-shirt last year. I'm getting one this year. But the whole point at the end of the day is we're promoting reading.
That's right.
That's the whole key.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And I believe of a lot of them that didn't know really how serious it was and how fun it would be are taking it serious this semester. So
Yep.
I think they're getting really excited.
And as we talk when we present these shirts, you can sit with a book, and you can go to the moon. You can go back and be a cowboy in the Wild Wild West. You can go be in the jungle with Tarzan and Jane, or whatever you want to do. You can go anywhere, do anything with a book. And so it just, you kind of go anywhere you want to go. So when you were a kid, what kind of books did you read?
The ones that were short and fun.
There you go. Didn't have a lot of time to read. You were on the move.
I loved the Holes book. That was a pretty big book, but I loved Holes. Some people may know what that is, but
Holes Holes book?
yeah, that was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And just all kinds of books. I wasn't a huge, I wasn't very excited to read growing up. I wish I would have been more, but I wasn't. So, teach them young.
That's it.
And that will take them further no matter what they do, honestly. Retention is key.
Cyclone football tonight, 5:20. We're going to wear it out. Got to remind you, it was postponed from Friday to Saturday. Saturday now, tonight, we're on. It's playing. We're having it. We're playing it at East because over here is a evacuation center. Our parking lot over here at the high school is full of RVs and trucks of official people, and so inside there's people trying to put their lives together. So we're not using the stadium tonight. But Sullivan East is gracious enough to say, okay, we're going to go up here and play it. We got to play the game for as far as the playoffs go, for the standings. So this is not a non-conference. This is a have to play it. Well, you don't have to play it, but we're going to play it versus a non-conference game like Morristown West, which is not going to be made up. So we're playing it at Sullivan East tonight. 5:20 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff. We'll go on air with the broadcast. We're working on video. Again, cell phone service kind of hit and miss at places. So if we can get enough up there, we'll roll. But we're not playing it at home. It's a home game at Sullivan East. Admission is free tonight, by the way. They are going to put buckets at the front gate to throw your change in, your money in. All the money goes back to the folks here. It is our home game to help folks here in Carter County, so that are devastated. I mean, there are people. There's some folks went unscathed, obviously, but the ones that went through it, they went through it, and they're still going through it. We move on. We got football games and all, but these people are trying to pick up their lives. I mean, they've lost everything. They go back in and, or there's water damage to the point, maybe they haven't lost everything, but it's extensive. And, memorabilia and mementos and all that, pictures, things that, gone. So we are, Roan Mountain, Johnson County, Carter County, Unicoi County, parts of Washington County, Greene County. We got bridges washed out. People can't get to where they used to be because they can't get across the bridge. There's no more bridge in some places. The interstate can't get from here to Asheville, North Carolina now, because the interstate is. I mean, that one. Do you see the picture? That one interstate is gone.
Yeah.
The side of it just washed away. Well, to build a new bridge, it ain't gonna be like tomorrow. Let's throw a little dirt in there. No, it'll be months, maybe years. I don't know how long it takes to build a bridge, but it's not gonna be overnight. So we're inconvenienced in a lot of ways here, but yet we got ourselves. It's all about. This is what I learned over the last 72 hours. It's all about relationships. Stuff is just that, stuff. It'll float away, it could come and it goes, but if you got your loved ones, am I right or wrong?
You are exactly right.
Yeah. So anything that you've lost, and I know it is near and dear to a lot of people, but it can be replaced. But you can't replace lives. So I know one of the Unicoi County football players remains anonymous. He lost his mother. She drowned, lost her. So you think a football game means anything to him? No, wouldn't think so. So, or he may get fired up and go play the next game whenever they play in her honor. That may be a motivating force. So, anyway, everybody's got a story, and so we're just here trying to make it. We're not, trying to wing it here today because a lot of people within the sound of my voice, over my shoulder, right over there in that high school, there's people hurting. So that's their new home for the time being, is Elizabethton High School, so they can get themselves resituated. So, and you guys are doing whatever you can to help out too with the credit union. So,
That's right.
and the biggest thing we need is bottled water. Hear that over and over and over. We need bottled water. So
Yes.
to brush your teeth, to do a quickie, I know some people use it to bathe. How do you bathe? You'll do what you need to do if you need it. If that's all you got, you'll make it work. So I've read where they use that. Brush your teeth, just to drink. Just stay hydrated. So biggest thing we need, I think I keep hearing, is bottled water. Is that what you're hearing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and then, when they go back in and start assessing and cleaning up, they need bleach. Obviously, lots of bleach and cleaning supplies, the basic things you would need. Young people, the little ones need diapers. So then I thought about this too. This hit me driving to church yesterday. I thought, all these people lost their prescriptions.
That's right.
They have to go back to the pharmacy and re-up.
What about those people with CPAPs? They need no electricity. They've got to have
Good point.
electricity. They've got insulin. They've got, all these things that dialysis. I mean, the list goes on. There's a need.
That we take for granted.
That's
We
right.
just assume it's going to be there. Come in here, there's no water today. It's a boil notice here in Elizabethton until they get the water plants back. They got to back up, but they got to let.
Takes it the generation of it, I guess. Yeah.
Got to cycle through. I'm not sure what it does, but it's in the process of getting there. It's just not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, purifying. So you come to this Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton, and you will see that there is soft drinks, tea, and coffee. Anything that's water-based. Can't do it today. They're doing UFA, obviously, a service to not let you drink water that's contaminated, obviously.
And they're working hard.
Oh, they are. So, and talked to a first responder yesterday at church, and he told me some of the things he saw. He said, I served in Vietnam. He said, nothing will touch what I saw, and you felt so helpless standing on the edge of that river watching those people go down the river in that house screaming. Where'd they end up at? We don't know. So he said, everything I served in the military and in Vietnam, he said, didn't touch. And Desert Storm didn't touch what I saw as a first responder here in Elizabeth. And so it's serious, but we're trying to do the best we can to kind of pick back up and go, and that's what we're doing. So is it easy? Well, no, but we're doing it best we can. So you're holding down the fort over there, aren't you?
We're holding down the fort. We are rocking and rolling, and we're just excited to see our members. Actually, it's refreshing to see faces. We didn't have phone service for a while, and internet was in and out, electricity, and so we're just so thankful to have each other. We're like a big family over there. It's good to hear from our members and to see their smiling faces. They've been so supportive, and we are actually having a pretty cool CD special coming up tomorrow, October. So be on the lookout for that. We just want to do anything we can to help you. And if you feel like, the world is just so tight around your circle right now and you're really stressed, call us. We're going to help you any way we can. So just no fret. call us.
Yep.
We'll be there, 423-547-1200.
That old Bill Withers song, Lean on Me.
That's right.
And there you go. Here's the thing what I'm learning, too. Us folks up here in the mountains, we're pretty tough people. We're pretty resilient. So I know some of the folks went through something similar back, I think it was 1998 with the floods. Kind of the same thing happened back then. I don't know if it's the same magnitude, but there was flooding here back in the day. And so, talked to a guy yesterday, he said, we rebuilt then, we'll rebuild now. We're just tough. We circle the wagons, help each other, and do what we got to do. So folks that are moving in here from other parts of the country probably don't understand that, because this is how we are up here in the mountains. We take care of one another. We're pretty tight-knit, and so we're going to make it work.
We've proved to be the volunteer state.
That's it.
I've seen it.
Oh, yes.
It's pretty
over
awesome.
and over and over.
Got a wonderful community.
Yep. So you go back over to Northeast Community Credit Union and be a blessing. I'm trying to be nice. Why'd you start giggling? I was being serious. Be a blessing. As my mom used to say, bloom where you're planted. She tells us every morning going down the hill to catch the school bus. Boys, there's 4 of us. Bloom where you're planted. It's like, bloom where you're planted. I heard that, Tom Taylor, Mr. Smarty Pants. Yes, Mama. Bloom where you're planted. So, but she was right. She's gone. But bloom where you're planted.
That's
Make
right.
a difference. Don't tell everybody else your problems. Let them tell them yours.
Mm-hmm.
So, just how you doing? I'm doing great. Tell me what's going on in your world, and let them tell you, because they'll tell you, because they won't talk to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Well, go be a blessing. Bloom where you planted. You like a big flower.
Thank you, sir.
What's your favorite flower, by the way?
Hydrangea.
So go be a hydrangea. Bloom where you're planted.
That's right.
Yep. Let's do this promo, and then we're going to talk about, sports. Big ball game today. The Atlanta Braves. There again, see, this is what I get into. You think things are important. Tennessee plays at Arkansas Saturday. Okay. There's people who are trying to find things, find loved ones. And so, the Braves are playing today. I'd forgotten all about that until this morning. I woke up. I started getting ready for the show, and I thought, the Braves playing a big game today, but kind of mirrors, It's like, it is what it is. I mean, it's a big deal, I guess, and maybe it's a good distraction for people to watch, but there's far more pressing things in people's lives than whether the Atlanta Braves will get in the playoffs, in my humble opinion. But we're going to talk about it nonetheless. Maybe it'll help you on the other end of the camera. So you will be back next week in all your radiance. Is that correct?
We'll be here.
You're all right. I like you.
Thank you. Good to see you.
No, you too, dear. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. And we'll talk baseball next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're back. We're ready to go. Andrew Lewis, Northeast Community Credit Union. Readers are winners. Year number 2. We're jacked up to do it again this year.
We're so excited.
Yep, we are excited. And so it's a chance for these kids at Eastside Elementary, Westside Elementary, and Harold McCormick Elementary win some cool prizes for reading. What's going on?
The first 9 weeks, we're going to be giving out those cool water bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Second 9 weeks, t-shirts.
T-shirts with a new design.
Absolutely. New color, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The third 9 weeks, we're going to have a sweet new sticker. We'll get more into that later.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Whole point is readers are winners, year number 2 at the 3 elementary schools and Elizabethton City Schools. Thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union. They're paying for all this to their corporate sponsor, and we love them for doing that. The bottom line is leaders are readers, readers are winners. Year number 2, getting ready to get started up soon, like right now, right away, for all these youngsters, again, at Harold McCormick, Westside and Eastside Elementary. Big thanks to the Northeast Community Credit Union for partnering with us to do Readers Are Winners in Elizabethton City Schools. From Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors. You work with pediatrics at PTS. Tell me about that.
I do not. I work with pediatric athletes, but yes, we do pediatric at 1500 in the medical care building. That's when they work with people that they're developmentally delayed, where they're having a hard time walking, crawling, that kind of thing. Also, Down syndrome, autism, all of that. And so they work, PT and OT work in conjunction with each other to help these kids get back to normal life.
Something that they treat a lot more than I realized, Headaches. A lot of folks come in with headaches and you help them. Tell me about that.
Yep. So headaches can come from the neck. It can come from you can have vertigo and headaches and that kind of thing. So what we do is we do an evaluation, see if we can kind of pinpoint where those headaches are coming from. Either refer them out if they need other help from like an ENT or something like that, a migraine specialist, or if we think that we can help them, we'll treat their neck and whatever other issues that they have going along with that.
Social media. How do we find you?
We have Facebooks for the pediatric and the ortho clinics, and then you can either call us or find me on a sideline somewhere.
Dr. Aaron Kaiser, one of our great sponsors with physical therapy services of Cyclone Football and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hi, my name is Brian, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is you can taste the different types of cheeses and the blends that they use, and everything just comes together. It's like a delicate dance. They're like perfection in every bite.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Take a look at baseball. Biggie today. Big. The playoffs are set, by the way. The American League playoffs are set. You got Detroit at Houston and Kansas City at Baltimore. Those will start tomorrow, the wild card, best of three. But we've got a big one today coming up. They'll start it at 1:10. Right after we get off the air, we'll get ready for the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets in a doubleheader. It's kind of crazy, but here I'm going to try and explain it to you. We'll try and explain it to you. Here it goes. By the way, we got football night, 5:20 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff from Sullivan East. It's a home game for the Cyclones. Got to move it. Can't use the stadium because it's an evacuation center. People say, I don't understand that. There's people over there trying to regroup. They're sleeping in the commons area, in the gym, in the locker rooms. It's a home away from home right now. Can't root those people out of there. Some of them have no place to go in order to bring football teams into the dress and get ready for a football game. So there's no game today at our place, but there is a game at Sullivan East. We'll go on there at 5:20 the broadcast, ready to bring it to you. So, and you can spread the word. We're doing it as fast as we can to let people know. All right, so here we go. The Mets and the Braves. Hello, Pastor Stout. How you doing, sir? Love that guy. Hello, Travis Bishop. Hello to Lori Wyrick. Hello to Allie Varney, Terry Arnold, Lonnie Stockton, Nancy Greenlee, Jimmy Stout down in Georgia, Deb Googe. Hope you get elected, dear. We're pulling for you. Bernice Arnold, Johnny Burleson, she's running for office here in Elizabethton City. Malachi Trent, thank you all. So it's a biggie. So here's what's going on. Regular season over yesterday. The National League, the 3 division winners have been set. The Dodgers, the Brewers, and the Phillies. But the wild card to be determined. And it comes down to today. 3 teams left, Arizona, Atlanta, and the Mets. Here we go. The Mets and Braves, identical records right now. They're going to play a doubleheader today in Atlanta to decide everything. They're both 88 and 72. The Diamondbacks are 89 and 73. 2 of these 3 teams will make the playoffs as the number 5 and 6 seed. One will go to Milwaukee to play. One will go to San Diego and play on Wednesday. The Diamondbacks have a losing record this season against both the Mets and the Braves. If they lose, if there's a tiebreaker, they're going to be out. So what does this mean? Real simple. Here it goes. The Braves will make the playoffs by winning, either splitting this doubleheader or sweeping the doubleheader. The Braves are in. They split or win them both, they're in. The Mets make the playoff either splitting or sweeping the doubleheader. Same scenario. They'll start at 1:10, play a doubleheader. Tyler McGill against Swellenbach in that first one. The second game will be Luis Severino against Chris Sale. They got to play them both. The Diamondbacks make the playoffs if either the Mets or the Braves get swept in the doubleheader. So Arizona's hoping for somebody to sweep the other team. But the other 2 teams that are playing each other head-to-head today in Atlanta, the Mets and the Braves, either one of those teams makes the playoffs. So it seems likely, and it is, the Diamondbacks are in a tough spot. You know, they're in the World Series a year ago against the Rangers. Whichever team wins that first game of the doubleheader will have clinched a playoff spot and probably will rest the players in the second game because it's meaningless. But it's not really meaningless. You got to play them both. Hello, Lisa Bunn. How you doing? Hello, Betty Frazier. A sweep could well happen, obviously, would send the Diamondbacks back to the playoffs, while the losing team between the Mets and the Braves will go home for a long winter. So if the Braves or the Mets win both these games today, the Diamondbacks are in. And the other team will go. So the Braves are either going to be the 5-seeded or miss the playoffs. That's what it comes down to. You're either in or you're out. So it all comes down to, you're talking about every pitch, every swing, every strike, huge and big. It is, starting at 1:10 today, doubleheader. Atlanta and the Mets from Atlanta. So tomorrow, the American League wild card best of 3 starts. Detroit will be in Houston, and the Royals will be in Baltimore. So big. So getting a call from Connecticut. So don't know who you are, but I ain't answering you. So anyway, Detroit at Houston and Kansas City at Baltimore tomorrow. Opening round of the playoffs, wild card, best of 3. Happening again, as we said, in Houston and in Baltimore. And they're playing possibly best out of 3, and they will play all 3 games in Houston, all 3 games in Baltimore. So, Cyclone football, 5:20 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff tonight. The Cyclones and the East Patriots from Sullivan East High School. We'll go on there, the broadcast. Eddie Pleasure is truly going to bring it to you. We're working on video and audio. We've got audio for sure, working on video. So we are in need of a camera person, is where we're at. Hello, Megan Lane. Hello to Jackie Slagle. Some of the kids that would normally help us are dealing with situations with their family, and so they can't be there tonight. I totally understand that. So we're looking for a camera operator to run the camera so we can bring you the video tonight. Hello, Janet Elliott. How you doing? So the winner of the games today, the 2 teams in the playoffs will go, either one will go to Milwaukee on Wednesday, and the wild card one will go to San Diego. So all the divisional winners have a bye. That would be the Yankees, the Guardians, and it wouldn't be the Astros. It would be the Yankees and the Guardians and the American League, and the Dodgers and the Phillies in the National League, because they have the 2 best records. So Milwaukee plays and San Diego plays starting Wednesday. Houston plays Detroit tomorrow at 2:30. It's the first game. The second game will be Kansas City, Baltimore tomorrow. Let's see. Mr. Judge had a heck of a season, ended up with 62 home runs. I'm sorry, ended up with... I look up. Mrs. Taylor's looking at me, and it scared the fire out of me. Hello, Jeremy James. Hello, Phyllis Bennett. Not that she's scary. I just didn't know she was going to be there. So, Aaron Judge with 58 home runs to lead the American League. Shohei Ohtani with 54 to lead the National League. The top batting average in the American League, Bobby Witt from Kansas City batted .322. Luis Arraez, .314 for the Padres. RBI winner, Aaron Judge, Yankees, 144. Ohtani, 130 for the Dodgers. And let's see, the stats are pretty interesting. Stolen base, Ella De La Cruz, Cincinnati was 67. Jose Cabarlo. Yep, Cabarlo, I think is how you say it, from Tampa Bay. Hello, Nikki Street, how you doing? Hello to Eddie Olvera. Hello to Lauren Harris, Phyllis Bennett, Jeremy James, Janet Elliott. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Again, a boil water situation, so no tea, no coffee, no fountain drinks today. But you can come and get bottled water and orange juice and milkshake. The milkshake machine's back and running. And the banana milkshake. Mrs. Taylor's hankering for a banana milkshake. Does Jason like them too? Your hub likes them too? So the Taylors like banana pudding milkshake, and they've got them right here. Of course, all the food's okay. Everything food-wise is good. But again, anything water-based, coffee, tea, and soft drinks, no go. All right, quick break. We'll take a look at college football coming up. Sean Whitten due to join us coming up here in a few minutes, top of the hour. I was looking to see if he's here. I don't see him yet. We got a football game tonight. 5:20 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff. The Cyclones and the Sullivan East Patriots, a home game for us at East. Everybody gets in free. Admission is free. They'll put buckets there at the front gate to throw your change into to help out the folks here in Carter County. It's our home away from home game. Tonight, Sullivan East High School kickoff at 6 o'clock. We'll go in there at 5:20 right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page. Video, we hope we can find a camera person, and audio. Back after this, we'll take a look at college football. Tennessee. Did you watch the game Saturday night? Wow, what a game. Georgia and Alabama. Well, that juggled that and Ole Miss losing. That juggled the top 10. We'll take a look at that and tell you who's playing where this week in college football next year on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to our sponsor again, Daryl Cannon from Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings. Proud sponsor of the Cyclones and Tom Taylor Sports Show. So for folks who've never been here, tell us all about Cannons. What's it all about?
Oh, goodness. Family-owned business. We are always at Cannons in the house usually. I mean, we're here for our customers. We want to support our community. We love our little town. Elizabethton is such a sweet place to live in. And we got 4 grandkids. They're all involved in sports, softball, baseball, volleyball, soccer. So we enjoy that aspect of our community and enjoy our customer. We love to see people come in and love to talk to them and just have a good time.
42 years. So how do we find you on social media?
We have a Facebook page that is tremendously visited. We have probably around 15,000 followers each month, and that's a good way. CannonsHomestore.com is our website. Full picture catalog of, I think there's 1.2 million things on our website.
Wow.
Now, we don't have all that in the store, but it just shows how much we can get. Have a lot of things of it in the store, but we don't have room for a million products.
Hours are open.
Open 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday. This coming next Friday would be open until 8 that night. It's the downtown Thirst Friday event. Looking forward to that.
And the phone number?
423-543-6937.
One of our great sponsors again right here at the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. The great folks right here at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton. If you missed Friday night's win over the Daniel Boone Trailblazers, you missed these exciting Cyclone football moments.
Big play here. It's third down and about 4. Clock's against us, 12 seconds to go. And it's third and, as we said, 3rd and 4. What we're going to do at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, well, I would try to roll out here again, maybe a similar play. Maybe look for the slant right here, but something in the air.
Schlegel wants to go. Home run ball in the end zone's got a man out there, and it's going to be caught. Did he get it? And as they signaled,
touchdown!
He did! Touchdown, Cyclones! 6-yard line. 2nd and goal, Cyclones. Clock winding down. 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. We're on the move. 7-0. Knocking on the door here. Red will keep it again. Schlegel will bounce off Kodak in behind him. He'll go to the 5. He'll go down inside. He'll pound it to get it. And he did! Touchdown, Schlegel. Touchdown, Elizabethton Cyclones. Jay Train back there's a single setback. He'll get the handoff. Nope, he'll throw the home run ball in the end zone. Got it. Caught over the shoulder. And touchdown. Elizabethton touchdown.
And that's Whitehead.
Whitehead with a touchdown with the Cyclones.
Yeah. Great little hitch and go action right there. Again, similar play to what we scored on earlier when Wallen scored in the back corner. Very similar play, but a little hitch there by Red, and then again just laid that ball out. Another beautiful ball out there far where only receiver could catch it. The Cyclones have really blown this one open.
Cyclones up 20-0. Looking. Now Landon Hughes after him. Penalty's going to be a hold. He'll run for dear life to the 30. Pummel the football. Cyclones got it. will
Go.
be on the far sideline, and we'll see
Go.
how far we
Come
go.
on.
Keep
Come
running.
on. Come
Run with
on.
the football. He's at the 40, 35. He's at the
block.
30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. He scores a touchdown for the Cyclones.
And CJ's
Flag.
He could be starting at a lot of
Oh.
schools around Northeast Tennessee, even though he's a young guy, but a bright future ahead.
Double C Western Supply first down. CJ gets another handoff at the 40. He'll break a tackle to the 35. Stiff arms the man to the 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cyclones. Touchdown, CJ Mathis.
And this looks like a drive right here where they really want to try to get him an opportunity to get in the end zone, because I think he really settled us down offensively early and was a real key for us in this game to kind of get untracked and kind of get rolled.
2:25 to go in the football game. 3rd down and 1, Elizabethton. Down around the 7-yard line. Get to the 6 to move the sticks. The Train's got it. He'll go to the 5.
there.
He'll go to
Drive.
the 4.
Atta
He'll go to the
boy.
3. He'll go in, and did he score? Touchdown. Cyclones, touchdown, the J-Train.
Good for him. Good for him.
Join us this Friday night at 6:50 for another night of exciting Elizabethton Cyclone football. Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's t-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brummett Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brummett Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummettSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton.
Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, thanks for being with us. Hello to Chad and Macy Odom. Hello to Brock Pittman, our great coach from Tia Duggar. Hello to Wendy Winters, Barry and Nancy Taylor. Thank you, kids, for being with us. Cyclone football tonight, 5:20 airtime, kickoff at 6 o'clock from Sullivan East High School. And so we'll go on air the broadcast at 5:20, kickoff at 6. Eddie Pless, yours truly going to bring it to you. And so this is a home away from home game. Everybody gets in free. There's going to be buckets there, probably 5-gallon buckets or buckets of sort to throw some change into or money to help out the folks here in Carter County, which I think is a very admirable thing to do. And so there you go. That's what we got coming up. Top 25 college football. It's been out for a day, so you probably know who your favorite team is, but we'll tell you anyway. Alabama, the new number 1 team in the country. Heck of a football game against Georgia. Wow, Carson Beck took him down the field, went for that last touchdown. Couldn't get it, got intercepted. Reminded me of the Cyclones in Tullahoma, the state championship in double overtime a couple of years ago. Alabama number 1, Texas number 2, Ohio State number 3, Tennessee up to number 4 this week. They'll go to Arkansas and battle the Razorbacks on Saturday. Remember, Tennessee, Arkansas has won the last 3 times they played. So you think it's a gimme. Probably is not. I mean, it should be, but we'll see. Georgia drops number 5. Then comes Oregon, Penn State, Miami of Florida, Missouri, and Michigan rounds out the top 10. Then comes Southern Cal, Ole Miss, LSU 13th, Notre Dame 14th, Clemson up to number 15. Iowa State 16, BYU 17, Utah 18th, 19th Oklahoma, and 20th is Kansas State. Then comes Boise State, Louisville, Indiana, Illinois. Then tied for 25th is UNLV and the Aggies of Texas A&M. That's your top 25 in college football. Who's playing where this week? Hello, Miss Clowney down in Union, South Carolina. How you doing? Who's playing where? Top 25 on Friday night. Oregon, number 6, the Ducks hosting Michigan State in the Big Ten matchup. UNLV, the Running Rebels, will host Syracuse. On Saturday, the early games, the 12 o'clock games, 7th-ranked Penn State hosting UCLA. 22nd ranked Louisville, home to SMU. 9th ranked Missouri at Texas A&M. 23rd ranked Indiana plays the Northwestern. 12th ranked Ole Miss at South Carolina. Also at 3:30, Ohio State, the Buckeyes hosting Iowa at the Shoe in Columbus. 5th ranked Georgia home to Auburn, one of the oldest rivalries in college football, will take place in Georgia. Top ranked Alabama and Nashville to battle Vanderbilt. 21st ranked Boise State hosting Utah State. Clemson, 15th ranked Tigers in Tallahassee to battle the Seminoles of Florida State. That's their game. If it's a turnaround game for Florida State, it's going to be this one right here against Clemson on Saturday night at 7 o'clock. 16th ranked Iowa State hosting Baylor. 11th ranked Southern Cal at Minnesota. 4th ranked Tennessee at Arkansas at 7:30. 10th ranked Michigan will be at Washington, and 8th ranked Miami of Florida traveling to California to battle the Golden Bears on Top 25 college football on Saturday. Tennessee at Arkansas. Say what you want. They're looking forward to that one. Looking forward to the balls coming down there. Tennessee may be better than 4th in the country. We'll find out. Maybe not this week, but starting with Florida, that's just a big rival game. Throw the records out. Then you got Alabama. You go right on down the line. They got some big games coming up. None bigger than Arkansas after a week off. Other games involving the Southeastern Conference on Saturday. Central Florida at Florida. Ole Miss at South Carolina, as we said. You've got who's at Texas A&M? Somebody. Oh, Missouri. Missouri's at Texas A&M. Yep. Auburn at Georgia. Tennessee at Arkansas. Alabama at Vanderbilt in the SEC on Saturday. Hard to believe tomorrow is the first day of October, but it is. The Bucs will be at home in the Railroad Rivalry. East Tennessee State hosting Chattanooga for homecoming on Saturday. Cyclone football tonight, 5:20 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff. We'll have it for you right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. We'll go live from Sullivan East High School at 5:20 to kick off at 6. The Cyclones and the East Patriots in a regional matchup. Quick break. She's here from Sycamore Shoals. What's going on there right after this time out from Northeast Community Credit Union. You're watching show number 2157 on the final day of September. The Tom Taylor Sports Show. Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors. Christmas Club Savings Account for next year. Tell me about it.
Yes, let's talk about it because now you're going to have 12 months to do this. What better time than right now to open your Christmas Club savings? There's no cost on this. This is just something that we can help you transfer automatic funds, either weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, out of your check. So that way you won't even have to worry about it. And each time that you have that transferred, either you can do it yourself or deposit into this account, or we can have automatic draft set up. That's just convenient for you. And like I said, it's just another sub-account to your savings and checking at Northeast Community Credit Union. So if you have any questions, visit bemycu.org or come in and see us at one of our convenient locations or call 423-547-1200.
And you cut checks when? Next year? October, November? So when you get your checks?
Yes.
Save it up all year?
Yeah, so direct deposit could be your monthly paycheck.
Okay.
And so you can allocate a percentage of that paycheck into the Christmas Club. And that way when you get to October, November, it's going to be built up. And so it's a great feature, and people love it.
The Christmas Club Savings Account for Christmas 2024?
Yes.
From Northeast Community Credit Union, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, she's here. Our buddy Leslie Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals. How you doing, lady?
Good.
Good.
Did you survive?
Yes, we're okay. We're all right.
Good.
We're going to do it. We're tough. We're resilient. We're tough people up here in the mountains. We're going to make it work.
Yep.
And we are making it work. Look, the outpouring of help from people is unbelievable. In fact, it's reached a point where they're telling people, okay, we know you want to help, but just let us do our job. And so we got so many people wanting to help that it's almost become, I wouldn't say they're in the way, but and that's a really happy problem to have, because in other parts of the country, you wouldn't have that volunteerism. to help your neighbor like we got it around here in the mountains.
Right.
So anyway, Sycamore Shoals closed right now. Tell us what's the very latest. What's going on?
Well, we had the gates closed until this morning, opened the gates. A lot of people were trying to get down to the river, which isn't very safe right now to see, of course, what all's going on. But later on, they'll probably make an announcement, put up pictures, things like that. But right now, we're asking, there's only a small piece of the trail that's open. If you just must come walk, there's only a very small piece. Visitor Center's closed today. Please adhere to the signs and to the cones they have up. Don't try to go on down to the river and see what's going on. We don't want to lose anybody after the fact, after the flood. So it's just for their safety. Lots of course, the ground's real moist, so there's lots of trees came down. Lots of trees might still come down, so really not a good safe. We're trying to get as safe as we can outside today. I think the visitor center might be open tomorrow. It's not open today. We do have water, so that's good. That's one thing going for us. We don't have internet or anything like that.
There you go.
So, yep. So if you must, I would recommend if you must go do something out, go help that neighbor down the street if they need it, or go help somebody in Hampton or Unicoi if they need it. Clean up their messes. I know a lot of people in Hampton, and they're hurting right now, so they need help. So that's what I would recommend, and that would be good exercise. There you go, and you're helping somebody at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I read we're down in Greene County. There's so many people coming down there. Just rubbernecking, as they say, coming that they become a nuisance.
Yes.
They can't get in to help people because got some people down there taking videos and taking their phones.
That's
and
what
so,
was happening at the park yesterday, even with the gates closed.
So, you know,
just
stay away and let people do their jobs.
The Rangers couldn't do their jobs because they were trying to turn people away so they don't get hurt. So just when it's safe, we'll open it back up all the way, and people can go do what they need to do. But until then, help somebody.
That's it.
Yeah.
See you next week.
All right.
Enjoy your lunch.
Glad
Thanks for coming by here. Appreciate you. So there you go, folks. So yeah.
Oh, no quilt show this weekend. Sorry.
Okay. No quilt show.
Nope. In the future sometime, but not now.
There you go.
All right.
Back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher that can offer seafood meal prep, suggest the perfect sides to pair, and even steam and peel your shrimp. All at no extra cost. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
I bet he'd be great at helping with the laundry.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's run down. It's been kind of a discombobulated week of football, obviously. Let's run down what we've got for week number 6. Tennessee High. Is it Chris? We got us a camera person? Yay! We got a camera person. Oh. So, Isaac Fletcher's my cameraman. Yay! We got a cameraman. It's awesome. Great kid. Not because he's doing this, just because he's a great kid. Hello, Linda Swatzel. Hello, Sandra Perkins. All right, so who played where? Let's get you caught up in high school football. Saturday, Tennessee High beat Abington 21-0. Twin Springs beat Cumberland Gap 24-6. Saturday, Daniel Boone lost again. The winless Trailblazers. Campbell County got them 28-21. Dobbins Bennett rolled over Morristown East 47-14. We'll see DB in theory Friday night over here. That's the plan because that's our next game after tonight. Will be Dobbins Bennett here, our final home game of the regular season. Friday night, right over there, over my shoulder, at Citizens Bank Stadium. Tri-Cities Christian beat Providence Academy 26-14. Here's who's playing today besides our game. Sullivan East, Elizabethton, 5:20 airtime. Westridge is playing at Crockett tonight. Volunteers playing at Greenville tonight. And West Green at South Green tonight. That's what we got going on. So, so it's kind of, as we said, convoluted, for lack of a better term. Who plays this week? Who plays where? And I don't know the status of some of these schools. Obviously, Hampton, I don't know if they're going to play football games or not. But I'm going to read you the schedule, and we'll find out between now and Friday who's going to be able to play. Tennessee High will be at Gate City this week. Unaka plays at Thomas Walker, Virginia. Daniel Boone will host Cobb County. West Green will be at Cumberland Gap. Dobbins Bennett coming to Elizabethton. Unicoi County at Gatlinburg Pittman. Is he coming? Cherokee at Granger. Eagleton and Hampton. Happy Valley and Hancock County. Lenore City and Morristown East. Jeff County and Morristown West. Johnson County at Pigeon Forge. Greenville plays at Sullivan East on Friday night of this week. Crockett at Volunteer, and Science Hill goes to Westridge. So that's what we've got for this week's games across Northeast Tennessee. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Again, we got a big baseball game coming up, cranking up in about an hour. The Atlanta Braves and New York Mets in a doubleheader to decide who's going to be in the postseason. Tomorrow you've got Detroit at Houston, best of three, and Kansas City in Baltimore, best of three, starting tomorrow, the wild card. Back after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. This is Smith from Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Things that you do, maybe some things folks don't realize you do at PTS.
So a lot of people think that we hang our hat on sports and providing sports coverage, which we do, and we do a very good job with that. I'm not trying to toot our own horn, but there's a reason that we've been doing this since 1976, and we continue to be the go-to people for this. But some of the things that we treat that people don't realize that we treat is just generalized deconditioning. People that aren't able to get up out of chairs, people that aren't able to work, people that want to be able to go and see their grandkids play sports, but they can't make it from the parking lot into the stadium. So we help people do that. Vertigo. We do a lot of vertigo work and a lot of dizziness work. We're one of the few vertigo from the American Balance Institute, one of the few vertigo clinics within the state of Tennessee. We do a fantastic job with that as well. And the other thing is, because we've been in business for so long, we are very well integrated within the healthcare system of Northeast Tennessee and outside of Northeast Tennessee. So if we can't help you, we can refer you to the right people that can provide you with the appropriate care.
Awesome. A lot of things. Website, how do we find your website? What's there?
PTSTN.net. You'll find our information, contact information. We're currently redoing our website, trying to make it better and updated. Really, the best way to get in touch with us is to call us or stop by, set up for a consultation, and we can point you in the right direction. Whether we're pointing back at us to get you taken care of, or we are pointing you to one of our fellow clinics and fellow physicians.
Phone number is
423-543-0073.
Physical Therapy Services, PTS, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'll be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Douglas Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters, Horace Mann Insurance.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. Now, I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue, and that is always the buzz, and if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
And back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, thanks for being with us. So don't forget, we've got our Cyclone volleyball plays tonight at Dobbins Bennett. Final game of the season. The freshman and JV tournament has been canceled. The volleyball varsity tournament was supposed to be in Greenville. They don't have any water in Greenville right now. They're trying to get their water restored across the town, across the city of 14,000. So there will be a volleyball tournament there next week or this week. The varsity starts next week, so they're looking for an alternate site to have the volleyball tournament. Can't be here, obviously, because we're a closed campus. So Ms. Clowney says our little town never been through anything like this. No, most of us haven't. Nothing moving but a few power trucks. They're predicting power to be back on by Thursday. See, it's not just us. She's down in South Carolina. So, but we took the brunt of it, I would guess. Maybe people in Tallahassee would say, I guess everybody in their own way, I guess that's the wrong thing to say. Everybody in their own way took the brunt. It's on how you look at it, of course. So they're reeling down at Florida too. The sad part about that is there's two more storms out there that potentially could be brewing that could be affecting Florida over the next couple of weeks. So we will probably get a reprieve from the storms. And they may not, because it may be another couple of rounds down there. But obviously you take that risk when you live in Florida. So you know that going in when you sign up for it, if you will, and move in there. But here, we weren't ready for it and never dreamed that it would do what it did. But it did, obviously. So we're trying to pick up the pieces, as everybody is that was affected by this storm. Where did it go after here? Did you know where it went? Did it go over to Kentucky, Helene? So I never did hear where it went after it left us. So maybe it fizzled. Hopefully it did. Hope it went away. Let's see. We're looking for donations. Take to the Parks and Rec on Mill Street here in Elizabethton. As far as the high school, there's off-campus events only. School's out through Wednesday. We told you that. The ball game tonight, 6 o'clock at East, and we got volleyball at Dobbins Minute tonight, the final game of the regular season. And then we'll start the tournament somewhere. The JV tournament and the freshman tournament has been canceled for the obvious reason. And so the varsity tournament will be played somewhere other than Greenville High School. So the volleyball tournament is looking for a new home. Can't play at our place because it's an evacuation center. You can't play at Unicoi County. In fact, Unicoi County and Johnson County have pulled out of the tournament. They said, we're just not going to play. And I understand that too. So it's broad-reaching, folks, the effects of this storm here in our area. And so the volleyball, Johnson County, Unicoi County volleyball just said we're done. The tournament is supposed to be next week in Greenville. We're looking for a new place because they're reeling in Greenville, trying to get the basic infrastructure back rolling. And so with each passing day, it's getting better here. The Elk Avenue Bridge is reopened. That's good. That was one of the major arteries in front of Food City. It's back open. That's a good thing. Cell phone service slowly starting to come back. That's a good thing. The water plants are back up and running. They're going through the purification process, for lack of a better term. And so, but again, here at Chick-fil-A, anything water-related, they're not serving today because they've still got a boil of water. So no tea, no soft drinks, and no coffee. Anything's got water in it. You can get bottled water here, and you can get orange juice, and you can get milkshakes. And that banana pudding milkshake looking real good. I just got to tell you. Hello, Terry McNeil. Hello to Kevin and Libby Stout. Hello to Brenda Cannon. We'll be at their place tomorrow, Cannon's Furniture. Looking forward to being there tomorrow. Cynthia Ray, hello to you. Hello to Rhonda Richmond, Jimmy Tester, Miss Clowney down in Union, South Carolina. No stores open, no power. If they have a little gas, people trying to drive at least 30 miles to get more, nothing moving. Town of 8,000 in Union, South Carolina, hammered, to say the least. But no lives lost. There you go. Betty Perry, Tina Hoylman, Ginger Fox, Fred Walker watching. Lynn Testament, hello, lady, how you? Donna Collins, Tina Brown, Nancy Pruitt, Linda Swatzel, Sandra Perkins, Teresa Boer, Courtney Smith, Michael Bowers, R.J. Pierce, Jeremy Marler, all these folks, Chase Wilson. Thank you for watching the show. We're here live again at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. We do have football tonight, 5:20 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff. The Cyclones in Sullivan East. We'll go on air from Sullivan East High School with the broadcast. Eddie Pless and yours truly will bring it to you. Starting at 5:20, kickoff at 6 o'clock. Video and audio. So we're going to have camera tonight. We got a camera operator. Yay. It's good. Who else do we have we can say hello to here? Let's see. Sue Craig. So Cyclone football tonight. We got it for you. Going to roll with it. Quick break. We'll come back, take a look at NASCAR. They raced in Kansas over the weekend. The Watermelon Man won. We'll see where we're going. We know where we're going. We're going to Talladega coming up this weekend. The wild and crazy and unpredictable Talladega Super Speedway will be the next stop of the NASCAR series, and we'll see who's in trouble as far as the cutoff for the playoffs. You're down to 12, getting ready to whittle it down to 8. We'll take a look at that right after you check in with Lingerfield Drug Center on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Very simple. It happens every day. Tell us how we can do it.
Yeah, all you got to do is give us a call. We brought 2 yesterday, actually, but you just give us your name and your birthday and tell us where your prescriptions are at right now, and we'll call that pharmacy, get everything brought over. A lot of times people are nervous about moving because they're afraid something doesn't have refills or something can't be transferred. And when that's the case, we'll call those doctors, get you new prescriptions, and take care of everything, really. It's like the people, one of them we had transferred yesterday, said they'd been trying for about 3 days to get medicine refilled, and just wasn't happening, and was frustrated and asked if we could do better, and called, got everything transferred. Took maybe 15 or 20 minutes, and we had to call the doctor on one, which waiting on doctors can sometimes be a little time consuming, but they got that called in, and by the afternoon we had everything ready for her.
There you go, folks.
So,
it's just that easy. If you're not happy where you're getting your prescriptions filled, come to the Lingerfield Drug Center. The phone number to call and talk to you about it is?
It's 423-542-2138.
There you go. One of our great sponsors right here of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Dillon Sports Show. Get your prescription changed to a mom-and-pop pharmacy that still cares about their people and still wants to give you 100% customer satisfaction. It's right here at Lingerfield Drug Center beside Carter County Bank in downtown Elizabethton. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Let's take a look at NASCAR again. Ross Chastain got himself in victory lane for the 5th time in his career after holding off William Byron in the closing laps to win it again at Kansas Speedway over the weekend. So he's punched his ticket. Actually, Chastain's not in the playoffs, didn't punch his ticket. So here's how the playoff looks, because none of the playoff drivers won, rather. So here is the scenario for the NASCAR series moving on to Talladega this weekend. And it will be who? Let's see. Wait a minute. I'll let you fix that. It'd be nice. Thank you, ma'am. Let's see who's your top 8 right now heading to Talladega. As a cutoff, the bottom 4 will be eliminated. Right now, the guys in trouble on the bubble. Tyler Reddick, Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, and Austin Cindric are on the bubble. The guys okay right now: William Byron, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, and Joey Logano. Those guys are in right now. Round 2 of the second round of the playoffs will be, as we said, Talladega. And then we'll come back and finish things up at Charlotte next week on the road course at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So this week we're going to Talladega. And the guys in trouble are Tyler Reddick, Daniel Suarez, Chase Briscoe, and Austin Cindric. So there you go. Big baseball game. We'll go back and we'll run down the scenario. The Mets and the Braves start at 1:10. A lot riding on it. The coffee company, got to tell you this, one of our great sponsors. They're open with food, water, and internet at the coffee company, offering free coffee to any emergency worker or family person in need. They had friends from Nashville bring them pallets of water last night from Nashville. Pallets of water, first aid kits, wipes, etc., to help Carter County. They are handing those out at the coffee company as we speak. What's left over they'll take down to the Parks and Rec here on Mill Street, right down the street. So please consider picking up essentials at the coffee company. They got water, first aid kits, baby wipes, etc., etc. They are open with food, internet, and water at the coffee company. There's a picture of, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a picture of all the pallets of water. They just, some of it stacked in the corner of the coffee company, ready for folks to come get it. Did you get that working? Oh. Oh. Hello, Krista Britt. How you doing, lady? There you go. Cyclone football, 5:20 airtime, 6 o'clock kickoff. Ready to roll, the Cyclones and the Sullivan East Patriots from East. We'll hit it again at 5:20. Eddie Pleasure truly will bring it to you, along with Isaac Fletcher running the camera. Kickoff at 6. It's a home away from home game. It's our home game there. And we will tell you the admission is free. They're going to set up some buckets to throw your change in or your dollars or whatever to help out Carter County. All the money will go back in here to Carter County and go to the Carter Compassion Center to help people out. And we'll do that tonight at the football game. So be warned about season ticket holders and as everybody come watch the game, please consider throwing money in the bucket to help out the folks here in Carter County. Bye, Ms. Leslie. Bye, Randy. Good job. Thank you, kids. And appreciate them very much. So Sycamore Shoals State Park temporarily closed, doing some cleanup. It's really unbelievable. I mean, you sit there and you see it, you almost become, I wouldn't say immune to it, but it's almost surreal. I mean, all the people going through what they're going through. We've lost loved ones. We've lost property. We've lost roads. We've lost schools. I mean, Hampton School, I don't know if they'll open back up. I guess they will. It was underwater. Unicoi County Hospital is underwater. I mean, it's, you know, I've talked to people outside of where we live here, and they can't believe it. I mean, it's like, you were kidding me. I said, no. I mean, they're helicopter rescue of people on top of a hospital because of the rising waters. I mean, it's really unbelievable what we've gone through here. And you just keep trucking. You just put one foot in front of the other and keep on going. It's what you're doing. It's all you can do. That's what we're doing the best we can. Tomorrow we'll be up the street, ready to go. Tomorrow we'll be at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings, ready for show number 1258 tomorrow. I'm sorry, 2158. And so we'll be right back after this. We'll take a look, as promised, at the Braves and Mets matchup on the Tom Daly Sports Show.
Antique Mall with over 50,000 square feet of merchandise. We have about 52, 53, give or take, vendors with different items. We have a great selection of everything from antique, which is over 100 years, to vintage, which is 25 years, and then we do have a little bit of new things. We concentrate on the vintage and antique items. So you can find just about anything for yourself, for your home, and gifts. We have a lot of people that take gifts for their grandparents. They remembered they had them, and it's with their family.
Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 11 to 5:30. Saturdays 10 to 6. Open late for the car shows and anytime they have special events in town.
Need Place, one of our great sponsors of Cyclone football, Duck Crossing in downtown Elizabethton, proud sponsor of Elizabethton Cyclone football.
We're proud to help our region move forward and help reopen every business we can.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Let's run down one more time before we get out of here. We're getting ready to head to East, get ready for a football game. The Cyclones and the East Patriots. Airtime 5:20, 6 o'clock kickoff. Everybody gets in free. Somebody asked me if the band's going to be there. I have no clue. We're going to be there, bringing it to you. Eddie Pless and Isaac Fletcher, Carrie Taylor, and yours truly going to bring it. Carrie's going to be there. Mrs. Taylor will be in the house. Hello, Linda Pierce. Hello to Tommy Crow, Barbara Burns, Angela James, Krista Britt. Some of the folks watching, thank you. Michael Davis. So here's what's going on with the Braves at 1:10. In about a half hour they start, or less than a half hour. All right, Tyler McGill will go against Spencer Swellenbach for the Braves. And here's how it's going to come down. It's real simple. The Braves will make the playoff by either splitting or sweeping the doubleheader today. Playing two. Got to play them both. 1:10 and 40 minutes later, come back with game two. The Braves make the playoffs by either splitting or sweeping the doubleheader. The Mets make the playoffs by splitting or sweeping the doubleheader. The Diamondbacks are watching. They'll make the playoffs if either the Mets or the Braves sweep the doubleheader. It's the only way they can get in. In the World Series last year, the only way they can get in this year is whether the Braves or the Mets sweep the two games. If they do, they're in. If not, they're out. The Braves, the two winners, will go to Milwaukee and San Diego, respectively, on Wednesday for the best of three wild card. If there's a sweep, the Diamondbacks go home. I'm sorry, if there's a sweep, the Diamondbacks go back to the playoffs. The losing team between the Mets and Braves go home for a long winter. So there's a lot at stake. By the time we go on air at 5:20, that first game, unless there's weather in Atlanta, and I don't think there is, that should be determined. So the Braves either going to be the number 5 seed or going to miss the playoffs. It's real simple. If they split the series, they'll have the tiebreaker over the Mets for the 5 spot. So it gets real dicey and confusing and without reading it. So just know the Braves will make the playoffs if they win one of the two games or they sweep the doubleheader, and so will the Mets. And then if they split it, the Braves have the tiebreaker over the Mets. So anyway, bottom line is Atlanta takes care of business. That second game scheduled is Luis Severino for the Mets and Chris Sale, who should win the Cy Young, for the Braves in that second game. So, and both are important. You can't say, well, I won that first game, just coast. You got to play them both. They are now serving canned Coke, Diet Coke, and Sprite here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. The water's still in the boil effect. And they still have bottled water, orange juice, and milkshakes. And they are slammed. Actually, the drive-thru's easing up a little bit. The lobby's got a lot of folks in it. Hello, Nikki Klaus, Kyle Evans, Michael Davis. So we're going to wrap this thing up and get ready to head to Sullivan Eastern in a little while. Grab some lunch, be ready to go. 5:20 airtime. We'll go on 6 o'clock kickoff. The Cyclones and the Sullivan East Patriots. So we'll see you then. Let's wrap it up with the verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Thank you today to Andrea Lewis stopping by. Sean Witten couldn't make it, and Ryan Presnell couldn't make it. So let's see here. Psalms 18:6. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple, he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. He heard us. He's hearing us. In my distress, I called to the Lord. I cried to my God for help. From his temple, he heard my voice. My cry came before him into his ears. Verse of the day, Psalms 18:6. Good way to end it. Hello, Debbie Pierce. How you doing, lady? Back with you at 5:20, not that far from now, from Sullivan East High School with Cyclone football. Until then, we'll tell you, Eddie Plesh, yours truly, going to bring it to you 5:20 airtime, kickoff at 6. Video and audio right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching show number 2,157 from Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton. Coming up tomorrow will be at Cannon's Fine Home Furnishings in downtown Elizabethton. Wednesday, Chick-fil-A Johnson City. Thursday, Port Travis Deli here in Elizabethton. And Friday will be at Food City here in Elizabethton. So back at 5:20 Cyclone football. See you then. Thanks for watching show number 2157